The world watches Iran's nuclear program with deep suspicion. Tehran claims its aims are peaceful, energy, and medicine. But many nations, especially the US and its allies, see a threat. Iran's history of secret facilities and evasive behavior fuels fears of a nuclear weapon, not just nuclear power. A nuclear-armed Iran would upend the Middle East, sparking a dangerous arms race. The US, Israel, and regional rivals like Saudi Arabia and Turkey would face a new, volatile reality. Years of diplomacy, sanctions, and the JCPOA deal have failed to resolve the crisis. As talks stall, Iran's centrifuges spin, shrinking the time needed to build a bomb. The pressure mounts in Washington. How to stop Iran without igniting a regional war? Diplomacy is preferred, but if Iran races for a weapon, military options come into play. A strike would aim to destroy nuclear sites and buy time, but it's a high-risk gamble. Such a mission demands an aircraft that can fly far, evade defenses, and deliver massive bunker-busting bombs. Enter the B-2 Spirit, a ghost in the sky. The stakes are enormous. A failed strike could trigger all-out war, while success would only delay, not end, Iran's ambitions. The world holds its breath, knowing the next move could reshape history. The US weighs its options, balancing risk, reward, and the specter of escalation. Every decision is shadowed by the possibility of a nuclear Middle East. The question remains, can Iran be stopped, and at what cost? The answer may lie deep underground, where the centrifuges never stop. The world's most advanced bomber may be the only tool left. But even the best technology can't guarantee a clean outcome. The clock is ticking, and the margin for error is razor thin. The next chapter could begin with a single silent flight. The world waits for a decision that could change everything. The ghost prepares for its mission. The B-2 Spirit is more than a bomber. It's a symbol of American power and technological mastery. Its flying wing design and radar-absorbing materials make it nearly invisible to enemy defenses. Unlike conventional bombers, the B-2 can slip through the world's toughest airspace alone, undetected. It carries up to 40,000 pounds of bombs, including the GBU-57 massive Ordnance Penetrator, America's ultimate bunker buster. Iran's nuclear sites buried deep under mountains are built to survive ordinary attacks. The B-2 is built to defeat them. With a range of over 6,000 nautical miles and aerial refueling, it can strike from the US heartland or remote bases, avoiding detection and surprise. The B-2's stealth and payload make it the only aircraft capable of reaching and destroying Iran's most hardened targets. It's a silver bullet designed for missions where failure is not an option. The B-2 can launch, strike, and vanish before the enemy even knows it's there. In a crisis, it's the tip of America's spear. For Iran's nuclear program, it's the ultimate nightmare. The ghost is ready. A strike on Iran would demand flawless planning and absolute secrecy. US intelligence agencies would map every target, radar, and missile site using satellites, cyber tools, and human sources. Planners would chart a route through radar gaps and valleys, timing aerial refueling to the minute. Only the most elite B-2 crews would be chosen, training for months in simulators to master every contingency. Every system on the bombers would be checked and rechecked, the GBU-57S loaded with care. The mission profile, flight data, and last-minute intelligence would be uploaded just before takeoff. In the final hours, crews would receive briefings, weather updates, and final orders. Under heavy security, they'd walk to their jets, climb in, and prepare for a journey into the unknown. Every detail is rehearsed, because in this mission, there are no second chances. The countdown begins. The B-2S launch in darkness, flying thousands of miles toward Iran. After refueling over the ocean, they approach hostile airspace. Now, every second counts. The pilots activate stealth systems, weaving through radar gaps and mountain valleys, hand-flying or monitoring autopilot with intense focus. Iranian air defenses, S-300S, Bavar 373S, are on high alert, but the B-2's design is meant to slip past them. The route is a razor's edge. One wrong move and the mission is blown. The crew's concentration is absolute. Every mountain and radar site has been mapped. As they near the target, the danger peaks. One mistake could mean disaster. The B-2's sensors scan for threats, ready to jam or evade if detected. The goal reached the initial point undetected with the element of surprise intact. The entire mission hinges on this moment. The world's most advanced bomber is now deep in enemy territory. The strike is seconds away. At the initial point, the B-2 crew springs into action. One pilot flies, the other arms the GBU-57 massive Ordnance Penetrator. Bomb bay doors open. Stealth momentarily sacrificed for firepower. GPS and inertial guidance lock onto the underground target. The mop drops, guided to strike at the perfect angle. Its steel casing smashes through rock and concrete, detonating deep inside the facility. The explosion is designed to collapse the bunker, destroying centrifuges and equipment. Within minutes, the bomb bay doors close, stealth is restored, and the B-2 banks away. The crew doesn't linger, they turn for home, knowing Iranian defenses are now fully alert. The attack is over in moments, but the danger is far from gone. The most perilous part of the mission is just beginning. The B-2 must escape a furious awakened enemy. Survival is now the only objective. With the bomb dropped, the B-2 races to escape. Iranian radars and fighters scramble, hunting for the intruder. The bomber's stealth is its shield, but now the enemy is searching everywhere. The crew makes constant adjustments, dodging threats and using terrain for cover. Every mile from the target increases their odds of survival. Fatigue and adrenaline push the pilots to their limits. There's no rescue if they're caught. After hours of tense flight, they cross the border. Finally, a breath of relief. But the journey isn't over. They must refuel and fly thousands of miles home. As the world reacts to the strike, the crew lands exhausted in a changed world. Their mission is complete, but the consequences are just beginning. The ghost returns, leaving shockwaves behind. The strike's aftermath is chaos. Iran denies, threatens, and vows revenge. Its proxies prepare for retaliation. US allies call for calm, while rivals condemn the attack as reckless aggression. The Middle East braces for escalation. Missile strikes, proxy attacks, and regional conflict loom. Oil prices soar, markets tumble, and the world economy shudders. The strike buys time, but not peace. Iran's nuclear know-how survives, and its resolve hardens. The program goes deeper underground, making future attacks even harder. The world faces a new, more dangerous status quo. Diplomacy must begin again, now in the shadow of open conflict. The B-2's mission may have delayed the bomb, but it cannot erase the knowledge or the will to rebuild. The cycle of tension, escalation, and uneasy peace continues. The world is left to reckon with the cost of action, and the price of inaction. The Ghost's legacy is uncertainty.